10 towns in England everyone secretly regrets moving to. England is dotted with quaint market towns, seaside getaways, and historic communities that look dreamy at first glance. But not every move delivers the lifestyle people expect. From struggling high streets to limited job opportunities and fading tourist resorts, many new arrivals quietly discover that their dream town is less than ideal. While every place has its loyal residents, these are the 10 towns in England everyone secretly regrets moving to. A countdown of places where low prices can't always hide everyday challenges. 10. Scunthorpe, Lincolnshire. Scunthorpe, known as the industrial garden town, was once the beating heart of England's steel industry. The proud history remains, but today, newcomers often find themselves let down. Housing is cheap, which lures people in, yet jobs in steelmaking and heavy industry are far fewer than decades ago. The town struggles with higher than average unemployment, and the local high street feels a shadow of its former self. While Scunthorpe United Football Club and Normanby Hall Country Park add charm, many who move here quickly realise that the affordability doesn't balance out the lack of opportunity. 9. Worksop, Nottinghamshire. Worksop, a market town on the edge of Sherwood Forest, carries an impressive history but struggles in modern times. Many newcomers are initially charmed by the low property prices, only to find a lack of amenities. The town centre has seen shop closures, and public surveys often place Worksop among the least desirable towns to live in England. Its location is both a blessing and a curse, close to beautiful countryside and stately homes like Clumber Park, but lacking a lively cultural or nightlife scene. Young professionals often leave for nearby Sheffield or Nottingham, while those who stay find Worksop a quiet, sometimes underwhelming place to call home. 8. Boston, Lincolnshire. Boston looks stunning at first sight, with its iconic Boston stump towering above the skyline. But living there is not always what people expect. The local economy revolves around agriculture and low-paid work, leaving few opportunities for professional careers. The town centre has declined, transport links are limited, and wages fall short of the national average. Many new residents, particularly families, discover that the town lacks enough attractions, leisure options, or social opportunities. Its affordability is undeniable, but for those seeking more than low rent, Boston often disappoints. 7. Great Yarmouth, Norfolk. Great Yarmouth shines brightly in summer, with its piers, seaside arcades, and donkey rides making it a holiday hotspot. But once the tourists leave, the reality of living there year-round is starkly different. The town's economy is overly reliant on seasonal tourism, leaving stretches of the year quiet and struggling. Poverty is a real issue in some districts, and newcomers expecting a vibrant seaside lifestyle often find empty high streets and few stable job opportunities. Despite its heritage and beautiful beaches, Great Yarmouth remains one of those towns where regret quietly creeps in. 6. Blackpool, Lancashire. Few towns in England are as famous as Blackpool. Its tower, pleasure beach, and annual illuminations are iconic. But what's glamorous for tourists doesn't always translate for residents. Many people who move to Blackpool for affordable housing and seaside living later regret it. The town struggles with high unemployment, and many old guest houses have been converted into low-quality rentals. Certain areas are plagued by poverty and crime concerns. While the seafront still sparkles, day-to-day life in Blackpool can feel gritty and challenging. It's a town of two faces, fun for a weekend, but difficult to thrive in long term. 5 Grays, Essex. On paper, Grays has a lot going for it. It's close to London, with good rail links into the capital, and it sits near the River Thames. Yet many people who move here quickly regret it. The town itself lacks the character and charm of other Essex destinations. The high street is uninspiring, nightlife is limited, and crime rates are above average. While it serves as a commuter base for London workers, quality of life often falls short of expectations. For newcomers lured by convenience, Grays feels more functional than enjoyable, a town you live in, not a place you love. 4. Oldham, Greater Manchester. Oldham's history is woven into the fabric of England's industrial story. Once one of the world's greatest centres for cotton spinning, the town boomed during the 19th century. But after the decline of textiles, Oldham found itself struggling to adapt. Today, many newcomers move here for the cheaper housing compared to Manchester, only to find the downsides outweigh the benefits. While regeneration projects like the Old Town Hall Cinema redevelopment have added some life, the town centre still feels tired. Shops have closed, and footfall is far lower than nearby Manchester. High levels of deprivation and unemployment weigh heavily on communities. For people moving in, the disappointment is usually about contrast. Close enough to Manchester to taste its vibrancy, yet Oldham doesn't offer the same opportunities or excitement. It remains a place many regret relocating to, despite strong local pride. 3. Middlesbrough, North Yorkshire. Middlesbrough is a town that tells a story of ambition and decline. It rose in the 19th century as an iron and steel powerhouse, fueling Britain's industrial might. Its riverside stadium, the Transporter Bridge, and Teesside University show its resilience. Yet, everyday life for many residents paints a tougher picture. People move to Middlesbrough because of its affordability. Houses here are among the cheapest in England. But the reality can be sobering. Wages are low, opportunities are limited, and deprivation is a long-running challenge. The high street has shrunk, with once bustling shopping centres losing businesses. Although proud locals defend the town, newcomers often regret their move. They expect affordability and community to outweigh struggles, but discover that job prospects are slim and amenities limited. Middlesbrough's story is one of survival, but for many residents, it's a survival filled with compromise. 2. Luton, Bedfordshire. Luton, just 30 miles from London, should be a commuter's dream. It has a busy international airport, direct trains into the capital, and far cheaper housing than the city. On the surface, that combination makes it appealing, yet for many, the reality of life in Luton doesn't meet expectations. The town frequently appears in surveys ranking the least desirable towns in England. Reasons are familiar: congestion, noise, crime perceptions, and limited green spaces. While Luton has strong cultural diversity and employment links to London, many people who move here for affordability find daily life draining. Even the airport, which provides jobs, is a double-edged sword, bringing with it traffic, noise, and pollution. For commuters, Luton works as a base, but for those hoping for charm, character, or calm, regret quickly creeps in. 1. Redcar, North Yorkshire. Redcar captures the bittersweet tale of many seaside towns in England. Once bustling with holidaymakers and industry, it has faced difficult decades. The closure of the SSI steelworks in 2015 was a crushing blow, wiping out thousands of jobs and hollowing out the town's economic heart. For people moving here, the promise is appealing: affordable homes, a sandy beach, and a community rich with heritage. But the reality often disappoints. The high street has declined, job opportunities are scarce, and many younger residents leave for Teesside or beyond. Seasonal tourism brings a flicker of energy, yet it fades when summer ends. Redcar still has beauty, its coastline, its racing track, and its history. But newcomers discover that cheap property comes with a cost, fewer prospects, and a struggle to thrive. For that reason, it tops this list of towns people regret moving to. These towns each tell a story of high hopes, followed by quiet regrets. While they hold history, pride, and community spirit, newcomers often find limited opportunities and fading amenities. This countdown of the worst towns in England to move to proves that cheap housing doesn't always equal a better life. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications.